What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, two-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, now reigning WBO junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Teofimo Lopez, 21 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 13 wins by way of knockout, 27 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. It almost seems like Teofimo Lopez is unraveling, but he's not unraveling. He's very aware of what he's doing. Teofimo Lopez does a podcast, and he comes on the podcast cross-dressing, wearing a wig. He's doing any and everything to draw attention to himself as much as possible. Right? He started with calling Terrence Crawford and Gervonta Tank Davis monkeys, right? And tried to play it off and say, well, Gervonta Tank Davis refers to himself as a gorilla. He doesn't refer to himself as a monkey. And Teofimo Lopez is very, very intelligent. He's a very intelligent person, okay? Teofimo Lopez is well aware that that term to black people is used as a derogatory term. He's very much so aware of that, okay? And so Terrence Crawford doesn't refer to himself as a monkey. So why would you refer to them in the same light and say, well, Tank Davis called, okay, that's Tank Davis. You didn't single out Tank Davis. You said both of them, right? Terrence Crawford and Tank Davis. He's just going on these rants. It's getting sad at this point in time. And he just was over there with His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh in the United Kingdom for the award ceremony for the Ring magazine. And he went over there dressed, for attention, wearing a big hat and a cape like he's Dracula or something. He's doing any and everything to garner attention. And he's salty. Remember, he said the top rank favors the black and African American fighters, and he don't get the respect. Their sights are set on the black and African American fighters, and it's unfair. How he's being treated, right? They don't have to do all this shucking and jiving in all these games to be superstars in the sport of boxing. You clearly do, right? And it's unfortunate because he's a great talent, right? But all of his antics is starting to overshadow his talent because, yes, he showed up big against Lomachenko. I picked him to beat Lomachenko. Yes, he showed up big against Josh Taylor. I thought he's going to lose because of his fight with Sandor Martin. But when he fought Sandor Martin, Jermaine Ortiz, right? And even his last fight against Steve Claggett, he fights to the level of his competition. So his talent is not on display enough at the highest level to get people to have a massive fan base. So he tries to attach himself to other people like Canelo Alvarez. Now he's signing with Eddie Reynoso so Eddie Reynoso could train him. He don't want to train with Eddie Reynoso. Neither does his father, trainer and manager Teofimo Lopez Sr. They don't want to train with Eddie Reynoso. They want the attention. They want what comes along with being with Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso is a well-renowned future Hall of Fame trainer. He's a 2-time trainer of the year. Eddie Reynoso is training Canelo Alvarez and multiple world champions. They want the accolades of being attached to training with Eddie Reynoso and Canelo Alvarez. When Canelo Alvarez became undisputed, Teofimo Lopez went into Canelo Alvarez's locker room with his belts, acting like he was undisputed. Mind you, he never fought Devin Haney to become undisputed. But he wanted to pretend that he was undisputed rather than actually becoming undisputed. He had multiple opportunities. After he beat Lomachenko, he could have fought Devin Haney for official undisputed. He chose not to. He chose to force a fight with IBF mandatory that the president, Darryl Peoples, was stating that they wasn't upholding and forcing him to fight him. He could have fought Devin Haney for undisputed. And then he lost to George Kambosos. Then he said it was his esophagus. He had an esophagus injury. He had weight issues, so he moved up in weight. Then he got dropped twice by Sandor Martin and arguably lost that fight. He got battered by Steve Claggett, although he won the fight. And he arguably lost, got outboxed by Jermaine Ortiz. He had a very lackluster performance against Jermaine Ortiz. And he hasn't had a beautiful knockout in an extremely long time. He has one knockout in the 140-pound division. And so he's doing all these antics and all this buffoonery to garner attention. Now he goes on this podcast and he's cross-dressing and wearing a wig. He's a whole grown man with children now. And this is the example that you're setting? Come on. There's other ways to garner attention. There's other ways to carry yourself. He could have just fought Devin Haney. Turki Al-Sheikh was offering him big money to fight Devin Haney. He turned it down, went to Top Rank, asked them to pay for the Devin Haney fight. They was offering less money. Devin Haney turned it down. He tried to say Devin Haney was ducking. Turns around, gonna sign the fight Sabril Matias for what is seen to be the most money in his career. He turns that down because they wanted it to be in the West Coast, right? Then he turned around and said Top Rank don't value. He wants to sue Bob Arum and Top Rank. He hires Canelo Alvarez's lawyer that Canelo Alvarez used to get out his contract with Oscar De La Hoya. It's just a clown show, man. For attention. He's attaching himself to Canelo Alvarez for attention, and Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso are aware of that. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gone. Peace.